Picked up some of the Ripstop by the Roll Monolite. It's a bug mesh, but it's a 1 ounce, and it's with ripstop, so it's as strong as, say, a regular fabric that you can get, and it's really, it's really definitely oriented towards a bug net solution. And like the highest and best use that I see with this would be like if you're doing an all-season or 4-season tent. This would make a great interior mesh fabric for your interior tent. But before we start making tents out of it, we've got to make a hammock out of it. So, gonna make up a hammock. I got 12 yards, and I'm going to just do some rolled hems around it, and then we'll go equip it with suspension, and then go hang it, and lay in it, and hopefully sleep in it if it doesn't fall down. The rating that Kyle's put out there is 200 pounds for this, and I weigh more than 200 pounds. So, but I with everything they are very cautious, about what they say it'll handle, and so I've put things that are 1 ounce with my big body and all my equipment many times, so I really don't have a problem with that at all. So I'm going to do a 1/4 inch rolled hem all the way around. One drop needle. There we are. And then we'll get onto the suspension. Now, I don't do channel ends. No one ever asked me why I don't do channel ends. I think there are a lot of points for failure, and unless you're going to do like an integrated bug net, I just think doing that channel end is just going to, and I've had it fail on me. So it's not that I don't know what I'm talking about, but it's just another spot where it's not necessary. So I'll do the modified sheet bend on mine and get it hooked up. And I have some hammocks that have integrated bug nets, but my preference is a non-integrated. So I like the Franke style. So let's get this sewn up. I'm just finishing up hemming this fabric, and just wanted to say that it is actually really enjoyable to work with. I mean, it is so easy to sew, and bug nets normally are really hard to sew. You got to take really good care on how you sew it because their bias stretch is so dramatic. This acts just like regular fabric, and it's grippy, so it's super easy to sew. So if you're actually thinking of starting out sewing something, I would actually really recommend this fabric. It's super easy to work with. Just loving it. Yeah, so I can tell, when I do finally get around to, say, making a tent, and I want to use this for the bug netting, as far as because in tents you have doors that, these big circular doors that you got to be real careful on how you sew it. This is just awesome. I mean, it's just very nice. Let's put some suspension on this bad boy. I'm just going to do a simple modified sheet bend for the suspension, and I'll put a link to how this all works. First I just do a simple thing like that to kind of tighten everything down. Around we go. Back up through and grab that. That goes through there. That's how I do my hammock ends, and so I can adjust them in the field real easily. And if anything breaks, which has happened when I did a channel, I had to end up doing it this way. But that's my modified sheet bend. All right, so out here in the hammock lab, got it set up at about 11-foot hammock length. Okay, so we got it all set up, all adjusted. Let's see if the Monolite will hold. Just beautiful. All right, so I'm 220 pounds, and with clothes and everything, I'm definitely probably more, say, towards 225. Yeah, that works just as good as anything. This is actually pretty nice. That is great. You know, it is when you get into a hammock and you just go, this is awesome. Let's try a little shorter hammock and see how that goes. That's the beauty of doing the sheep bend. I can make field adjustments. Okay, so just for grins, I got it set at about 9 feet long. See if we can make an ultralight out of it. Don't quite have my don't quite have my ridge line perfect. Now you could make an ultralight out of this. This is actually pretty darn comfortable. Yeah, that's pretty good. All right, let's go asymmetrical with it. See what we can do. Just for grins. This will go directly with the stretch, so it's definitely a lot stretchier going that way. Middle. I've always wanted to try that. That's not going to work. Hey, well, the regular hammock, the way it, like you normally do a hammock, works just great. Might be fun to make a little ultra lightweight hammock out of this. I had 9 feet and it was pretty comfortable. So, not bad. All right, good fabric, lots of fun. See you out on the trail. Bye now.